Right.
All right. I want to say welcome back to the Pretty Weirds podcast and YouTube channel where we talk about a whole bunch of pretty weird shit. This is PW, and I do have Big Broad Streets in the
What it do?
building.
What it do? Pretty well, gang. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Great. So we're just gonna get right into it like we always do. We ain't gonna beat around the bush. So let's talk about, did you get that link that I sent you about this mass shooting in New York? Did you get that? Did you have a chance to?
Um, yeah, I heard. I had already heard about it. So you sent the link. Yeah,
Yeah. So what do you feel about that? Like, I mean, honestly, I just want to know like how you feel about that, and he's being what, 18, I believe. He was
yeah,
18.
man. I don't really know what to say. I feel like that's just how you was raised, stuff you was told, the things you know what I mean, that you install in your kid, man. Like real talk, like it's the seeds you plant. You know what I mean? And I just feel like whoever raised him or wherever he was from gave him false information, which brought that hate in him. You see what I'm saying? But it's probably something deeper that we don't know about yet. Somebody could have did something to his family, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Is what
Mhm.
made him snap out like that, or look at minorities or black people as his target.
Right, right. So did you hear about the, what they call it, is a manifesto, right?
Hmm.
That it's already, he wrote about this. It was already on the internet. Like this was already foreseen, even down to the place, you know.
Hmm.
Um, and I wanted to touch on that because I really wanted to talk about teenagers. Like how do you feel about teenagers actually being tried as an adult, even though I know he's 18 in this situation. But when they do or commit
I
crimes
don't
like
think
this.
that shit. I don't think that's cool. I think whenever a teenager is a teenager, bro, like what I'm saying is that yeah, they did an adult act. They committed a crime that but it's really no age limit on crime. You see what I'm saying? How old you got to be before you start doing crime? You know what I mean?
Right, right.
That could come with circumstances. That could come with, you see what I'm saying? Because where I'm from, I knew kids that was 9 years old, 10 years old already carrying guns and had to shoot them. But that was just a product of their environment. But it was 9, 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? And to try a teenage, now if they like 17 about to turn 18, I can understand because technically you really just 18, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like when they 14, 15, 16 years old and they be trying them as an adult, bro, to put them in jail with adults, like jail's supposed to be rehabilitation. Everybody's supposed to be getting a chance to try to right in their wrongs and start over. That's the whole point of jail. You know what I'm saying? Now this shit is just a prison. They just want to throw you in there and keep you in there. Like, of course, if they throw him in there with other adults, bro, he's going to get in more trouble because he's going to have to fight for his life, going to fight for his manhood. They're going to try to take advantage, and they know all these things is going to happen to him, which is going to mess his mind up and not rehabilitate him. It's going to probably force them to either being like, stranded out on drugs or a complete psycho or a real killer. Like, and they do that on purpose so they could put him back out here. He do something else and they put him back in jail because it's a business, man. That's why they try. I feel like they try little kids as adults because they already know they gonna be people that keep coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
They don't give them a chance. They don't give them a chance because most of those kids never was kids. So
Right.
if you put them around other kids and they got to see like, oh, you know what I mean? Maybe they would have had a different outlook, but you're just gonna throw them to the wolves, man. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree. And even down to, even down to the teenage, the murders, even down to that. So you believe they should have a chance to rehabilitate themselves.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly do. I feel like everybody should get a chance to now, even if they was a teen and they did some like heinous shit and they didn't care. I still feel like you shouldn't just throw them in there with the adults.
Right. And leave.
Like you already, you either, like, if that's the case, you might as well just send us in the death. You see what I'm saying? Might as well
Right.
just get, like, cause you literally already throwing their life away. Like, and sometimes we'll never take the time to get to know, to see in the mind of a person. And it might be what they actions might be wicked, but we might get to know them and realize, like, they misled. They falsely
Right.
know shit, or they don't know nothing. They just think that's what's cool. They might have to be retaught. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this goes back into, so I don't like to get into this, but like the Bible with Moses. Moses basically, if you know, he basically went to the mountains to teach people who lived in the mountains that was like savages how to live amongst us. What I'm saying, taught them how to live civil. So that show you that it's some people in the world who just don't know, need to be taught.
Need to
You
be
feel
taught.
me?
Right.
Yeah. And if you catch them as kids, it's the best time. And if they already adults, they probably already gone.
Right, right. And what kind of bothers me and why I really wanted to talk about this topic is because they want to sentence teenagers, right? For life and life, multiple lives in jail. And when it's a proven fact that your brain doesn't even fully develop until you reach a certain age, but they keep trying these teenagers as adults due to the heinous crime that they committed. And that really bothers me. It really, really bothers me. And that goes down to how I feel that society and the government is actually attacking our kids now, giving them a lot of freedom to make a lot of different choices that they don't even understand because their brains haven't even fully developed to a certain point. And this is scientifically proven. It takes a while, for us to grow up and our brains to actually develop fully.
And
so that kind of bothers me a bit because they know these things, but they still yet,
I mean, because like
for life.
I look at it like I ain't gonna say I look at it. We all know prison is a business. It's one of the biggest businesses out there. And basically, like they look at it like it's good for business. See what I'm saying? So they ain't really trying to rehabilitate nobody, man. You either go to jail, come back out and change, or not. If they were trying to really be, it's really, I can't say that word that many times, man. But if they were trying to fix people, basically, they will first try to fix the system in the jail. They would try to clean shit up. And I ain't saying they got to go in there with SWATs and like, I'm just saying, how jail work. They know how things operate. They know who run the jails and all this. And they abide by these rules because it's good for business. You see what I'm saying? They let jail create their own inside jail rules that they know about, and they let it go that way. Every prison have them, and they let it go that way because it's good for business. These create more villains, more criminals, and they get to keep criminals that's already criminals. So you already locked up, paying for to be locked up, then you do some shit so they get to keep you longer, and you got to pay even more, and they ain't got to go looking for you, ain't got to do nothing. You already right there. They just give you more time, just give you more time, just give you more time. So they just let the system go, and y'all dumb enough, us as black people, some white folks, but most of us as black people, we dumb and we just fall right into the system instead of creating our own system where the whole jail inside jail should be one. Y'all got to think about it like this. It's y'all against the government and the guards. None of them people give a fuck about y'all. Only people who care about y'all is y'all. When COVID happened, did they care about y'all? Did they come make sure y'all was straight? People was sick in other people's cells and they give a fuck about y'all. The only people who care about y'all is y'all people that's in them pods. All of y'all together, bro. And if all of y'all together, y'all gotta band up and be one gang, but y'all make sure y'all everybody take care of each other. Nobody take advantage of each other. Y'all can turn jail into a fucking paradise for all of y'all. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like for all of y'all, like you can break the system. You can make the system mad that the shit is not working the way they want it to. Y'all can rehabilitate each other, keep each other getting out. Y'all can also create lawyers, other, you know what I'm saying, that's in right there in jail for you, with you. You can create other businesses and stuff. All y'all need to, if they all band together instead of all trying to fight against each other.
Right. But I see,
because it's really all of y'all against them.
Yeah, and I know a few people. Like I know not everybody. It can't hold everybody down because it's your mind too. You know, it's your mental. They can't take that away from you. You know, you keep that
Exactly.
going, you keep that growing. That's all to it, and try to stay positive in there because, like you said, it's a cycle. To
But
me, you
see
know,
that
me
I
personally, I never been in there, but I feel like me on the outside, if I was to go in there, I probably wouldn't be coming out because it's a cycle to keep you in there. You know, they don't have certain music, you know, for you to listen to clear your mind. You know, it's just a cycle,
yeah, I
honestly.
mean that's all in each and on depending on what jail you go to, because that changes. You can go to certain prisons and you can listen to music. Certain prisons you can't. Certain prisons you
I
can have
tried it.
MP3s, but that's near either there. I'm just saying it is a mental thing, but that's why I feel like all the prisoners should kind of lean on each other, take care of each other, because y'all help all y'all mentals. You see what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
help everybody get through this shit, because for real, y'all all in cages, y'all all stressing. Everybody really want to go home and nobody want to be there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the people that they get to all go home. All the guards, they get to go home today. That's why they don't care about y'all. None of them people give a fuck about y'all. As soon as a riot happen, they'll shoot any one of y'all. I don't care if you was the person trying to stop the riot. They'll shoot you too, because
Right.
none of y'all are different to them. Y'all all are the same. Y'all all are prisoners, bro. I never understood that about jail. Like even when I was locked up, I used to try to get people off that. Like, well, come on, like, care if he white, he locked up too. I don't care if he this, he locked up too. He the same as me. He don't get nothing extra than I get. You know what I'm saying? Like he got shower in the same shower I do, bro. He got to buy the same soap I get. He got to buy the same shit I get off commissary. Ain't no difference in us. Besides our skin, we in the same box.
Right.
Can't none of us go nowhere.
I wonder if it's a point to prove, you know, once you in there, you know, because you know, it's a lot of egos going on in there too. So it's a lot
But that's also the way the system of
set
jail is
up.
created. Yeah, that
Mhm.
that system keep them thinking like when you get there, you got to follow the system. So when you get there, you automatically know what to do. You follow a certain set of rules as soon as you walk in.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? And that's programmed. Every person that goes into prison automatically, that if you ever been, know how shit work, and it's a certain operation to things, and you follow that protocol, bro. You know, you really don't try to go against it. In
Right.
every jail, unless you be in a prison and they be like, bro, we don't won't give a fuck about that. Then you got, oh, all right. You know what I mean? But other than that, you follow protocol. You try to do with jail politics. You follow jail politics. You see what I'm saying? Because it could be life or death. But that's why I say they got the power to change all that, bro. Ain't nobody got to die in jail. None of us. And nobody got to die because they control that. Y'all literally control that. Unless survivors break out or they just come in here and start shooting all of us, nobody has to die in jail, bro.
Right. What can you like? I know this is like a really hard topic because it's not one solution for that. But with you, you know, kind of being in the streets and from the streets and you know, then visit it, like what could you say like to help people that's under you, like to keep them out?
First off, don't go to jail. That's the first thing I would say. Anybody that I rock with, man, don't go to jail. First of all, like, just you got to be smart about the way you move. Feel what I'm saying? Love the person next to you. But if you do get locked up, and just all the people that I feel that is locked up or that I know or is saying this or listening to me, bro, I feel like all y'all need to just remember that y'all all the same. Y'all all fighting over stuff that when you get out of jail, you ain't gonna give a fuck about no more. You don't care about them. You ain't gonna give a fuck about them Skittles because you can get them at any time. You ain't gonna give a fuck about those. You ain't gonna give a fuck about those cakes. You ain't gonna give a fuck about those noodles. You're not gonna think of like those shits is just only mean so much to you because you can barely get them because it's
Right.
the only thing you can have. And think about that. Like you they treating you like dogs and savages, and you agreeing that you're a dog and a savage because you're willing to kill your brother over some noodles that you
Got it.
consider as money. Come
Right,
on,
right,
man.
right, right, right.
Like think of the analogy in this, and
Yeah,
us as
yeah,
we just say this out loud. It's dumb. It's
yeah.
dumb. Bro probably ain't have no money to eat, bro, you blessing him by giving him no noodles. And that's how you was probably blessed to get more noodles. And you're gonna keep being blessed.
Right.
Like, but it's noodles, B. It's cakes. It's I know some things be big, some things and I'm just saying that because for real, you don't understand how much people die over those small things, over chips.
I'm sure.
You see what I'm saying? That, like those small things. Like I'm just saying, like
to rehabilitation.
Yeah,
right?
like but
the
they
whole
turn
goal
you into
should be for everyone to kind of rehabilitate.
their whole goal is to turn you against each other. That's their whole goal. That's why they put all of y'all in a box. They find out the people you don't like, and that's where they putting you at. The people you don't like, that's why they love gangs. That's why they like locking up gangs, because y'all the easiest people to keep. You know why? You already told them who you don't like, who is your enemy. So they're gonna put you with your enemy. It's easy work. They lock your you a blood, so I'm gonna put you with the Crips. We know y'all gonna fight. We know somebody gonna kill each other. So I'm gonna give me another charge out of this somehow, because you already told me who your enemy was. And to be honest, our enemies be your brother. Some of these gang members be really related. It be a cousin and another cousin. Think about that. Over a color, bro. A color. When it should be over the cause. Y'all should be standing together over a cause.
This is yes.
For real. It should be over the cause. Red and blue is the same thing. Y'all representing the same thing. Y'all started as protectors for us, for neighborhoods, because we was getting beat up by police. Y'all started as protectors, bro. Right. That's what y'all should be. Y'all should protect each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we need.
They should be scared. Yeah.
Right now.
They should be scared.
Mass shootings.
That's why.
All of this.
Exactly.
This is what we need the
mass shooting
should be. Why I brought this up. I'm trying to stay calm, because this is what I'm really working my way up to. You know,
the mass shooting shouldn't happen because we should already have gangs that they know they scared to they ain't coming there because they gotta deal. They gotta think about it. The Bloods, the folks, the VDs, the Vice Lords, the GDs, if all of them niggas was they was them, but they was all cool and they all so if you know that if you go to war with somebody and if you go kill one black person, you got to go against all them people. You know how many, gangs is everywhere. They not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? They won't do that.
I wish. I really, really hope.
Like gangs could be the black community. Gangs could really be the black community army without being violent and just messing people up.
That's
what I mean. Like literally, it could be
a safe haven. It could definitely
be your own people. Yes. That way you know what I'm saying. But y'all let
come together.
Y'all.
So none of this can happen. So we got to take a stand. Like, why do we have to be our own hatred? When we see that it's a lot of other things that's hating, other people that's hating us, other races that's hating us. Why do we have to hate our own people? Why can't we come together and do that? Why is that so hard? Why do we have to be better than the next black man or black woman? Why do we look at each other as competition? You feel me? Like, we need protection. Period. We need protection. I'm a black woman.
I really think all women need
protection.
Really think
we just need protection.
You're right. I think it's mindset. And to answer your question of why I think we think that way, is because in the projects you hungry, right? You ain't got your mama, let's say your mama ain't home, you trying to eat, you ain't got no food, you know what I mean? You don't know what to do. So first thing you think is to take, right? Because that's how else you gonna get it. I'm about to take it from some, I ain't gonna be able to eat.
Right.
But think about this. What if in your neighborhood, if you was hungry, you knew you could knock on your neighbor door and eat dinner with them? You see what I'm saying? What if you knew you ain't have no hot water in your crib, you can go to your neighbor crib, or you can go right there, you know what I'm saying? And it was vice versa. No, I'm not trying to take from you, you're not trying to take from me. If you hungry, I feed you. If I'm hungry, you feed me. And this might not happen all the time, but if it's needed, since we all live in the same building, the same community, we all gonna just take care of each other. If you need something, I got you. I need it, you got it. We gonna all boom, boom, boom. If it was like that, you get what I'm saying? Like, people taught that if you don't got it, you just gonna have to go get it, instead of the next person thinking like, bro, I got 2 sandwiches. I went to McDonald's and got the I don't even eat McDonald's, but I'm gonna mix something up. I went to McDonald's, got the 2 for 2. I got 2 burgers, bro. You got 2 burgers, right? You feel what I'm saying? You can get one and bro. You see what I'm saying? Like he ain't eat, just give him a burger. Y'all both ate a burger and some fries. Nigga, you good. Eating 2 burgers is just so you extra full, but that's greedy. That's not because that's
Yeah,
not, yeah.
right.
But
And
if
you
we
never
got
know what he may have tomorrow. You
but
understand?
also but would that also bless you? Because I guarantee you the next day or a time when you won't got that $2 to get them
Right.
burgers, somebody gonna bless you with a burger or bless you with food. That's how things keep, that's how we keep it
The
going.
energy flowing
Yeah.
in
And
the
I think that's how we are
universe.
banding together. Is we ain't gotta all agree, just agree that you and me are in the same situation. So if you go without, I mean, I might go without. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be times that you ain't gonna have it, but the next person got it. It's gonna be times the next person don't got it and you don't got it. And that's
Yep.
how it should work.
That's that's how you
That's how
find
I feel.
the best people though. When you run across people that do that type of thing with you, like that's some of the best relationships you can have for real. For real.
Exactly. That's how I feel,
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, I'm just talking to our people, it's to everyone because everyone can actually come together. But if we're gonna be violent, I'm just saying we need to stop and figure out a way that we don't have to be violent against each other. That our women, your women need protection. I'm saying our kids need protection at this point. Like, and they are all loud with it. They telling you this is what we're doing. We are tracking the Black community. You understand? And we're gonna kill all these motherfuckers. You
They
understand
showing
me?
and the government showing you. Look
And
at
the
how many
government
people.
is showing you.
Look
And
how many people they lock up behind they with they words. They saying raps, bro. They saying raps. But bro, white people make music about killing their mamas and cutting up their families and all this shit. No, you know what I mean? Like, but
this
they
been
literally
going on
using
too.
you. They using everything to target you, bro. Which means we gotta really protect ourselves
We do.
and each other.
We do. And that's what I'm saying. That's just my cry out for help. Cause I'm telling you, we need protection, especially from our Black men in our community. One thing about it, us women, we're ready. We're ready, but we do need some protection. So that just really bothered me, man. It really bothered me how they're actually still breeding white supremacist people, and just set them up at a young age. They don't give a fuck. They don't care that that the white boy is young and 18. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. They sacrificing their own people just to take
People,
us out.
yes,
You
exactly.
understand? And they don't even see that for themselves, the young ones. They don't see that, look, you getting your life sacrificed, okay? Period.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like we gotta wake up and just look. I feel like all this shit is in front of people. Just pay attention. And this ain't even no conspiracy theory. Like, it's just reality. Like, bro, like we literally been targeted by everybody. The
Right.
world is targeting us as minorities, as black people, which we really not the minority, but as black people, we really are being targeted. You see what I'm saying? So we really have to protect ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? So they just gotta open their eyes and think about all that. You know what I'm saying? Just pay attention to all that. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I say the same thing, honestly. I just really think it's time. It's time for us to come together. It's really time. It's been time for us to come together, but it's right here in your face. It's right here in your face. Come on now. It's right here in your face.
All
We
right,
can
pay
all
attention.
elevate together.
Look how
We
many
can
people
all
that died.
elevate together. And
And some
again,
of some of these killings was on us. Some of these people we killed on our own. But that's just, you know, way like the way things is, man. Like we gotta care about each other way more than that. Like real talk. And I ain't talk about just black people, but because it ain't just black people that live in these
no,
projects. You know what I'm saying? I look, this is my saying. It's a difference between white people and white folks. white folks is the ones that live in the projects with you or live around the projects, or just that white person that just cool, understand things. You could talk to them. They not racist. They see both sides of the fence. That's me is white folks. White people is the ones that's out for us, that don't like you because you black, or you see what I'm saying, that ain't lived in the projects, that don't see white privilege. That's so those it's not, they not the same. You get what
And
I'm
they can be
saying?
black people too.
Too, yes, exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
and it's black folks. That's
It
how I
is.
look
That's
at
what
it.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to
you
tell
feel what
them.
I'm
It's
saying?
not a race
And
thing
we
here. It's
so
all,
yeah, this so
it's the
when we
people.
saying
Yep.
when we saying us, we talking about y'all too. Y'all,
Yep.
y'all Mexicans, you're Spanish, you're Latinos, I know I'm saying the same things, but I'm getting y'all on the seat that we talking about all of y'all, the Asians, the people that's at the bottom too, that see what
And
we
even
going
the
on.
white
All
folks
of
that's
y'all the
for the cause.
targets.
You understand?
All of y'all the targets, man. All of y'all the targets. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Because once they realize that you on the other side, you are enemy too. So we all gotta protect each other, bro. It's really gotta people gotta start caring more about their communities. Like, I
Yep.
mean, you might can't protect the block down the street from you, but you can at least make sure the people in your neighborhood is safe or don't need nothing or nobody gonna hurt each other over here. And we do the same. If each block do the same thing, we can make a safe haven in our own communities. And within just that block, we just be our own type of neighborhood watch. We ain't gotta go calling the police on everybody, but we watch out for everybody. If something going on, we all aware or we all there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we'll be able to help each other out. You know what I mean? It'd be
Mhm.
less likely for something to happen when people realize, bro. If I'm think about it, if you a robber, right? You about to go rob a house, so you're gonna kick in the door. If you know, if I go to kick in the door on this block, every single house on this block is watching each other. They all looking out. I ain't going here because somebody bound to see me. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? So like, if we make that everywhere, we can cut crime down. We can cut down, you know what I'm saying? People just coming in our neighborhoods and doing things and then blaming it on us. We'll be able to pinpoint those people. See what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I do. I do. And I want to say big ups to everybody that's actually out there in your community that's really making a difference. Like, we
Salute.
want to hear from you. If you're doing something in your community and you want to come up, talk about it, and get more people on your team, this is the place. Let me know. Inbox me. Reach out, like, subscribe, whatever you got to do. But we really about the community. We really, really want everybody to come together. Like I said before, we're trying to connect the fucking dots. Like, we ain't playing no games here. We need to know what you got going on, so we can, connect the dots. What are you offering the community? What can you
Exactly.
offer us to help us, to educate us? That's
That's
what we at this point,
mhm.
honestly.
That's what Pretty Well about, man. The Pretty Well gang, we here to build. This ain't about saying you lying. This ain't about saying you wrong,
You
because
right.
your views and my views may not be the same, or we may not agree at the time. But what you telling me may open my eyes to something else. And what I'm telling you may open your eyes to something else. So
Right.
nobody's right, nobody's wrong. This is how we get to a truth or understanding and a respect for each other.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what Pretty Weird Gang is about. We just here to, you know, voice our opinions, talk about it, but also we here to be a community, man, to teach our up and coming people, up and coming, teenagers, the people under us, how to conduct
Give
themselves,
them some
how
type
to
of
think outside
direction.
the box. Yes, you know what I'm
Yeah, some
saying?
type of
Give us some
direction.
proper guidance, man, and information. Like people, things that people, some people don't got fathers, and some people don't even have
Mothers.
aunts or mothers or cousins that they could talk to. So these conversations, or you know what I'm saying, or talking about religion or life or the things we've been through, help some young kid or some teenager seeing this. You see what I'm saying? Help them have more understanding of
Or
life
adults as
or the way
well. Like,
things work. Because as adults, bro, we all have been through a lot. And I ain't saying that what I've been through is uh, bigger than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that I what I've been through, I can teach from. I can teach somebody about. So that's what Pretty Weird Gang is about, man.
definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, we love the debate. We love the debate, a good
We
debate.
definitely
You
do.
feel me? A good debate. As long as it's what I say, information. As long as we learning, you know what I'm saying. We
As
ain't just
long as we
debating about
learning
something
and we're
stupid.
being very respectable of each other opinions, it's no, that's another thing, you know, we got to learn that everybody's different, you know, like you just said, we might not have the same opinion, but it's all about respect, you know, just respect it. That's all to it.
Cause man, you close and we disagree a lot, but it never be a disagree like, but nah, it's just be, I don't know, I see it like this and blah blah blah. By the end of the conversation, we both agree on, we might both
Oh,
change the way we looked at it and came up
exactly.
with
I think we
another
put two
whole
and two
nother,
together. Right?
yeah.
We mixed it together.
So you can't be like that, man. You can't, you know, you gotta be open. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we can't just go off of what we think we know or what we thought we was taught, because we also learning that a lot of things we thought we knew ain't what it is, or things we was taught ain't what it is. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So man, we just got to be more open, man.
Yeah. And that's why, like I said, when I started this pretty weird movement here, I want to hear from you, you know, I want to hear from y'all. I want to know what y'all know, y'all experience, y'all growth, you know, so we can actually connect the dots here together. Um, is one last thing I do want to talk about. You know how we so spiritual around here and with religion and things like that. So how do you feel about the book of Enoch? Like, how do you feel about, you know, them taking it out, and how do you feel about that overall? Like Enoch,
Um,
how do you feel about that?
I feel like a lot of people need to read it.
Yes, that's why I
I
brought it
have
up.
I have read it a couple times. I think a lot of people need to read it and open their minds, because it's a lot. I can say a lot, you know what I'm saying? But y'all need to do your own research. But
Yeah.
it's when you, if you read the book of Enoch, and then along with the things you already know, you will see why they took it out, because it
Yes.
contradict and
Yes.
it's too realistic to, it explains too many things that they wanted to leave as mysteries and things they want your man, like, so
Tell them what it is first. I don't want to cut you off because I know I just came
um
out with the book of Enoch. Some people may not even know what we're talking about.
I mean, basically it's hard to, not hard to explain, but Enoch is, this is during the time of the fallen angels. So like when the angels fell, came down, Enoch was doing that, was like during that time. So Enoch was kind of like he was the only person who actually, according to the Bible, who actually never died. He's been to heaven. He's actually like talked to God. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He described heaven from he says, in actually he says 10 heavens. You know what I mean? Explain them.
They're gonna have to read
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So but he explained heaven all the way around. He explained, it's a lot into the book, but Enoch is just, you know, almost the same thing as Moses or Abraham. He another person God touched, anointed, and used to speak through, but he was mostly speaking um to the angels, to be honest.
And
You know what
this
I'm
was
saying?
a book that was a part of the Bible at one point.
Yeah, and it was prophecy about the end times and the new heaven, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot in the book of Enoch that I think y'all should read yourself. Like I feel like I can't give you a quick narration of the book without being going too long. So I'm trying not to, you know what I'm saying? But that's the best I could give you. Read it though. Read it. Yeah. Like everybody should always seek information, man. Seek information. If you could just, if somebody can just tell you about the information, then it's probably, it probably ain't true.